TimeBank believes in a banking future with more for every entrepreneur. Start paying less and getting more. With TimeBank, you've got this.
Welcome to Small Business E-volution. I am Nontobeko. Now today we are focusing on e-commerce in the education sector. We are joined by the CEO of Gradesmatch, Lebohang Diale, to offer insights on how they designed their business model to assist young people in identifying the right career path. Lebohang, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. You offer a wide range of services from career guidance, university applications, to employee benefits management. Can you just talk to us about your business model? How did you decide this is what I'm going to be catering, this is the market that I'm aiming for, and how has it been for you?
So when you started the business, you started primarily as a social impact business. So we realized that in our country, more than 90% of students don't receive career guidance. Most of these students are coming from your previously disadvantaged rural and township underserved schools. So we focused on that part of the market and realized that market can't pay for itself. So we need to figure out how do we get someone else to pay for it on their behalf. So we've got a B2B model with corporates where we're happy to pay for them and help them get that access. But at the same time, when we did that, realized some of the corporate partners we're working with would have children in your micro houses, in your cares, in your Pretoria Boys High, Pretoria Girls High, and be like, I need this for my child. So I'm actually happy to pay for this. And that actually extended the model to applying it to different schools, to different parents, different learners. Some learners have that kind of money and they would just pay for the service directly. So that's how we actually expand our model to cover very different parameters of the market.
Can we just look at some of the career trends right now in the market? Where are you placing your candidates right now?
So majority of our candidates are being placed within the STEM fields, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics, where there's a high demand long-term wise from an employment outcome standpoint. What we're also seeing as a continuous trend, especially from low-income students, is that there's a big focus on health sciences, education, and commerce a little bit. And the reasons are not quite because, hey, if I become a doctor, I make a lot of money, but it's actually different, where within my community, there actually isn't enough health science or health professionals in my community to assist. So they would have a story that my mom or my dad or my grandparent passed away, unfortunately, because there wasn't a doctor to administer basic services or provision of necessary pharmaceutical services as well. So that creates that desire for young people saying, I want to go become this particular professional to then give back to my community.
Lebohang, you stated before that you started the company in 2014, and I can imagine how of a slow process it has been then before COVID, and after shortly things have picked up massively. Can you just let us know in terms of the changes that you have experienced since COVID until now?
Sure. I think it would also just help to give context. So when we started, the business is called Gradesmatch. So essentially that's what we're really trying to do, help students match their grades to education opportunities. So it's a fairly simple system. But as time progressed, we realized that the problems are far bigger and far broader. And we got to this point where we built kind of a really extensive system for career guidance. And once COVID hit, we had started the applications journey, but then it got accelerated because then you can't go to schools, you can't be in person or online, and all these different needs are coming our way. And that accelerated our support from an application standpoint. Then once it got into applications and they got to varsity, they're like, actually, I need laptops, I need textbooks, I need accommodation. And like, let's create a marketplace. And that became an additional element there. Then the students would be like, well, students and parents would be like, hey, I'm waiting for my cash to be released for some reason for registration fees. It's still in savings, it's still in some capital account. It's going to take too long. My child's going to miss out the education opportunity. Can you forward me the money for paying this particular outcome, where it's a registration fee, and I'll pay you back after the fact? You can charge your interest. Then that's how financial services also began. So it became like an end-to-end ecosystem that literally was accelerated through COVID.
What about those coming from low-income backgrounds? Because I'm sure when it comes to, access to technology and internet, there is a lack and a shortage there. So how does your company mitigate such challenges and making sure that everyone has access to your services?
So what we've done is that we operate what we call a hybrid model. So the students who are on board would onboard manually, so literally paper-based. but to maintain connection to the system, it's via WhatsApp, which becomes an easier channel for them for the most part. Then if they need additional support, additional clarity, then just send a WhatsApp message, then someone will call you. They can also send an SMS, then someone will call you to walk you through what is missing or what's required for your particular needs. And work with various partners and various corporate clients, in a sense, which accommodate essentially our model to be able to support, students from as wealthy schools as Michael House, Hilton, to a rural school, unknown rural school, Mtoa somewhere. And that students will come out having like 90% into like this gem, this diamond in the rough. You don't want that student missing out on the opportunity as well. So democratize access in terms of what we do.
I think what we can take away from this conversation is, yes, you can make money within the educational sector as a small business owner.
For sure, but it is a marathon, not a sprint. You need to really focus on what are your customers looking for and providing that bespoke solution as well. So not all businesses within education space will also be scalable, and that's actually okay, right? Scale is relative. So if you're able to work as a single business owner, a single entrepreneur, providing, let's say, tutoring services, you can make like a really decent living from that. But you're not trying to be like building $1 billion business, and that's okay, right? But you can build something meaningful for you and your family to be very fine, honestly speaking. We know tutors who are doing like 140K per month. So it's not unknown, right? But it's just a matter of focusing on where you want to have the most impact, because education is also an impact thing. You need to have your heart in it, and at the same time realize, okay, what do the numbers mean? And with the market I'm serving, can I actually make it sustainable for me and my family?
Thank you so much for that, Lebohang, and wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
That was Lebohang Diale, CEO of Gradesmatch. Stay tuned for more on Business Day TV.
TimeBank believes in a banking future with more for every entrepreneur. Start paying less and getting more. With TimeBank, you've got this.